Babe the sheep pig. So, I'm God. I was Jesus Christ. I'm here again. So, I'm 37 years old. I was born in 1987. I grew up in various places. Southwest England, Weston-super-Mare, London. So when I lived in London when I was a little kid, so I was probably, I don't know, well, it was 1995 when that film came out, Babe the Sheep Pig. So I lived with my mum, and she had a lesbian partner. Her name was Jen. When I went to school, I used to say to people, Jen is a cis. Jen is cis. You know, I used to say that she was my aunt, or she was, yeah, well, I said that she was my mom's sister. So her name was Jen, and Jen is cis. Well, there you go. What a weird coincidence. Well, it's not. It's anything but a coincidence, I'll tell you that much. It's witchcraft. Witches doing what witches do. Okay, so, yeah, I remember going to the cinema when I was a kid to go see that film. Babe the Sheep Pig. I mean, it's really interesting because I used to have all kinds of horror films and and action movies. I had loads of Arnold Schwarzenegger films, Star Wars, all that kind of stuff. You know, I basically could watch anything I wanted unless it had like sex scenes in it, right? You know, if it was known as a film about that, then you know I wasn't gonna get it. But it was a horror movie where people get stabbed and killed and shot and murdered and whatever. Well, yeah, I could have it. You know, I had a strange childhood. But anyways, so I went to go see Babe Pig in the City. Oh, sorry, not Pig in the City. Babe. That's the second film, I think. But Babe, the Sheep Pig. I don't think I ever saw the second film. Maybe I saw a bit of it on TV once or something, but anyways, I went to see it at the cinema, and somehow I got it on video. Now I don't know if I picked it or if I was given it. It was given to me as a present, maybe for my birthday or Christmas or something like that. Anyways, you know, I haven't watched it in a long time, so I couldn't really, you know, I know the basic facts about the film, right? So, you know, it's a pig, right? So the pig is on a farm. Well, the interesting thing is when I was a kid, you know, kids at school used to call me Grunt the pig, because my name's Grant, so they call me Grunt. And I was a fat kid, so you know, and that's the truth, right? I was a very, very fussy eater, so I'd eat breakfast in the morning. My grandmother would give me breakfast in bed. She would bring it into my room. She'd have a tray, and it would have, you know, it would either be a bowl of cereal, freshly squeezed orange juice, or, you know, it's like pancakes with Nutella on it, or a croissant with Nutella on it. You know, I just sit up in bed, switch the television on, watch some kids' cartoons or whatever's on TV before I go to school. Yeah, that sort of thing. You know, something like the Smurfs or it's not us, but Pokemon. Pokemon was on TV I remember that when I was a kid. Not that I was ever really into Pokemon, really. You know, it was never something I was that crazy about. Strangely, because a lot of other guys were. A lot of other people were, you know. But anyways, especially my age, they were all crazy about it. Anyways. So, I was a fat kid, okay? I mean, when I was a teenager, I lost a lot of weight because I went to boarding school. So I lost a lot of weight when I was a teenager. And when I was old, so yeah, I think in my mid-20s, I sort of, I started getting a bit fatter. Well, yeah, I sort of, I can get, it fluctuates all the time, really. But anyway, I was a fat kid and I looked quite, I looked chunky. But the thing is, my mom was very fat. And Jen, her lesbian lover, was also very fat. Yeah. So this film came out called Babe, the Sheep Pig. So there's this pig, right? So he's a pig. It's a he. It's not a woman. It's a he, and he's called Babe. Okay, and that's the thing. Well, the thing is, I'm God, and the world mocks me. Okay, it mocks me while trying to steal my energy. You see, it tries to reflect me. It reflects me in certain ways to try to rob me of my energy. So it's a reflection of me. Okay, it was a reflection of me. I was in kids at school, like I said, they used to call me Grunt the Pig. So yeah. So the story is about a pig. I think he gets separated from the other pigs who go to the slaughterhouse probably. And he ends up with the sheep dogs, right? And the sheep dogs he goes in with the sheep dogs, and then he ends up behaving like a sheepdog. So he's responsible for herding the sheep. Well, that's the thing, right? Because that's the thing. I was Jesus. I was a shepherd, right? I used to look after sheep. Yeah. The herd? Did I say herd or sheep? Herd? Wait, hang on. Flock? Wait, what? Flock? Herd? Hang on a second. What? I'm getting confused now. Cow is a herd. Cows. That's herd. That's the crazy thing though, isn't it? Because if you hear something, right? Or herd is what's in the bush, right? Flock of sheep. Have I lost my mind here? Sorry. Let me just have a quick... Wow, that's embarrassing. Yeah, flock of sheep. A flock. Oh, it says herd and flock. Oh, right. So herd. Wait, what? Herd versus flock. So are both words? Hang on a second. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, don't be like that. Oh, do you know, I really hate cookies. I really hate them. Do you know what I mean? Go on a website and they want to attach like 20 million frickin' cookies to your browser. Oh, fuck that. Yeah, I didn't come prepared for this video. I'm winging it. Yeah, obviously. Flock. What is a group of sheep called? It's a flock. A herd. Herd? What? I mean, I can't remember the last time I was on a farm, so... What? Oh. Herd. It says, herd, on the other hand, is usually applied to larger farm animals such as cattle, but may also be used to refer to a group of sheep. I didn't know that. Like the word flock, herds are often understood to be under the care of someone such as a shepherd or a herder. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Because shepherd, right? Because herd is part of the word shepherd, right? Drove refers to a number of livestock of the same kind that are driven toward a particular direction or location. It often applies to a number of sheep, cattle, or swine that are being led by a herder. Drove. Well, that's an interesting... Yeah, because dove is in the word drove. Oh, yeah. Yeah, lots of car drivers out there who drove. Dove. Dove, yeah. That's what they call... well, the dove is associated with the Holy Spirit of God. The Holy Spirit. Yeah. Yeah, obviously you can see, well, I'm Satan as well, so it's kind of a, I'm all, yeah. I've spent ages explaining that in previous videos, so, have a listen, yeah. You ever heard it or you didn't? Yeah, heard. So basically, I just ate a gigantic pizza from Pizza Hut. I guess I'm feeling a bit like Jabba the Hutt, but you know what I'm saying. You notice how the word Abba is in Jabba? Yeah, Jabba the Hutt. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? Abba means father, right? But they put a J before Abba, and they called him Jabba. And you notice how he's quite large. Yeah. You see, the thing is, witches have been doing witchcraft against me to ruin me ever since I was born. So, and before that as well. That's what the world does to me. Okay? That's what the world wants to do. It wants to destroy me. You know, like when I was here 2,000 years ago and people crucified me. They murdered me. Yeah. Guess why they did that? Hey, because they don't like me. Excuse me. So yes. Babe, the sheep pig. So, that's the thing about, so what did I really want to say about this? So the pig acts as a sheepdog, okay? And, they make fun of him. He's like, oh, he thinks he's a sheepdog. But he's not, he's a pig. Well, I was a pig. I ate like a pig. I suppose, well, I didn't eat like I was a fat kid, okay? I was a fat kid. But then again, the word father, yeah, you know who father is? There was only one person there was only one you were supposed to call father. And that is God. That's me, okay? My dad, when after I was born, well, the thing was he gambled all his money on the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Yeah. He liked betting on horses, you see. And he forsook me. He ran away. My parents got divorced. And then I was seeing him perhaps once every 2 weeks, I think. And then he gave up, basically. He was like, best if I just go away, and he did. He just ran away back to Scotland with his long haircut and his long beard. Yeah, off to do some witchcraft in Scotland, I suppose, up in the Highlands. And then I went to London, yeah, with my mum. She's dead now, but I went to London with my mum. And, yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing, right? Because, you know, sheep, dog, well, that's, you know, back when I was Jesus, right? You know, I'm pretty sure there wasn't such a thing as a sheep dog. I mean, you certainly don't read about sheepdogs in the Bible or the Old Testament or the New Testament. But it's an interesting saying, because, you know, it's like, well, because if you say sheep dog, you know, are you saying that a sheep is a dog, or are you saying a dog is a sheep? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's easy to confuse those words. I mean, the other saying is, you know, shepherd dog, but does that mean that a shepherd is a dog? Do you know what I mean? Is the shepherd a dog, or is the dog a shepherd? Or, you know, it's you know, it's not, because it's Babel. That's what it is. This is why this is an interesting word, about babe, yeah? Because Babel, you know, the Tower of Babel, yeah? You know, the word babe is in Babel, yeah? You know, the Tower of Babel story, well, it was all about, you know, people were trying to build a tower to heaven, okay? I might read it in this video. I might read it in my next video. I'm thinking about it. But isn't it very interesting how Babel is very similar to the other word, which is Babylon. Yeah, so you got Babel and Babylon. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Because the word babe, well, how do you know what I mean? Like, you know, if you say, you know, if you said baby, right? How do you spell that? It's B-A. So you say that bay, don't you? You say bay, and then you say B. Well, how do you spell B? You know, you spell that B-E, don't you? So babe and baby, like, it's so confusing. I mean, you know, baby, you know, wouldn't that more likely, you know, I mean, you could say that bay-bye or bye-bye. You know what I mean? You could say bye-bye or bye. Do you know what I mean? You know, people have chosen for themselves how they want to pronounce every word, but that's all part of the Babel confusion. It's word magic. So, and that's the other thing, right? Because you know who Abraham is, yeah? You know how people say the short name for Abraham, they say Abe, right? And obviously, well, I know, you know, that's the thing. I've disowned my family, my biological family, because I hate them. But my aunt, she was the sister of my dead mom, right? She is the sister of my dead mom, right? Or whatever, right? Her husband is called Donald, and he was Abraham, yeah? And I always remember growing up as a kid, right? And he would always be staring at the television, scratching his bald head, going, oh yeah, she's a babe, she's a babe, she's a babe, she's a babe, she's a babe. Well, he was Abraham. And that's the thing, right? Because, you know, it's be Abe, be Abe, be Abe. You know, it's a magic thing. You know, he's basically just saying that all these women are basically him. You know what I mean? Like, he's basically, well, it's a magic thing that's happening there. He's like, she's a babe. You know, that's the thing, right? Because the word Abe is in the word babe. Yeah. So babe the sheep pig. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? I'm God. So when I said I came back, I said I was going to, I was coming back. I was coming back for my bride. My bride. My B-ride. Bride, yeah. Yeah, something like that, yeah. So, sausages and bacon. Yeah. Yeah, sausages and bacon. Yeah, well, yes, they say that, well, I did say that pigs are unclean animals, but yeah, bit dirty, yeah. Swine. Well, I did turn water into wine, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Anyways, it's a crazy thing to have to explain, okay? It really is. I mean, what am I supposed to say about this? What am I supposed to say? When I was a fat kid, and I wouldn't say I'm the slimmest right now either, to be honest, because I've been sat in a freaking seat for like 5 freaking years, trying to explain to people. I've been trying to. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, it's been 3.5 years I've been sat in this chair. Well, maybe not this chair, but I've been at home for 3.5 years, telling people who I am. Right? The last 10 years of my life have looked completely crazy. I am sane, and I'm indoors. Yeah, great, huh? I guess that makes me insane. Yeah. Babble, 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 babble. Sounds like bagel. Yeah, bagel. That rhymes with Babel, doesn't it? Anyways, oink oink. Whoops. Look, I like a good bacon sandwich. I like a sausage sandwich as well. Sausage and egg. I've eaten a lot of pork in my life. I'll be honest. I have. Probably too much of it. Yeah, strange actually, 'cause I haven't ever eaten. I don't normally eat much lamb. If I eat lamb, it's on a rare occasion. But that's an interesting thing, isn't it? Because you know how people cook meat, right? So when they cook meat, rare is how you cook it, isn't it? But the fact is, they eat it on rare occasion. Now, I actually said to the Israelites, I said to them, when you eat meat, don't eat it with the blood. And lots of people do, don't they? Especially with beef and lamb. They like it bloody, a lot of people. I like my meat well cooked. I don't like blood in my food. But because I eat lamb on the rare occasion, that word is magic. So I'm not actually consuming the blood of it, but although saying that, yeah, I mean, I have had a few. I have had some medium rare, perhaps, before. I have tried it before, and I wasn't fond of it. I wasn't. The reason I told people not to consume the blood is because the life of the animal is in the blood. Okay? So, this is why you shouldn't eat black pudding. It's made with pig's blood. Yeah? Shouldn't eat that either. Okay? There's always a reason for these things. Okay? I mean, there's a reason why. You think about it. When I was crucified, right? And I made a video. I called it Jesus Christ is Mass Murder. And that's the thing. I was murdered, and people perform the, they do mass. They hold mass. They. I mean, that word mass has so many different meanings. Like a human body has a mass, doesn't it? I mean, where do we even begin with this? Anyways, Babel, it's the problem. The wine and the bread, the blood, yeah. The life is in the blood, the wine is supposed to represent. Okay. The Catholics like to say, no, it's actually the real blood. It's just slightly different. You know what I mean? The Catholics, well, I don't like the Catholics. I don't. They're Mary worshippers, and they're false teachers. Okay? And they've mixed paganism with, what they were supposed to, Yes. Isn't it interesting? Oh, I've been thinking about so many different things, but like this, for example, right? People who are vulgar, and then they brush their teeth with Colgate, right? So vulgar plus Colgate, you get Vulgate. You know what the Latin Vulgate is, yeah? You heard of what the Latin Vulgate is? Vulgate, yeah. And you notice how ovulate, well, the word so vulgate, ovulate and vulgate, you notice how the letters are really similar, yeah? And people say, oh my God, yeah? So, vulgate, ovulate, yeah? Oh, and then obviously people want to make Easter about the bunny rabbit and the Easter rabbit and the Easter eggs, yeah, the chocolate eggs, the brown eggs, yeah. Yeah, what smells like an egg then? Yeah. That looks like chocolate. Where am I even going with this? Do you know what I mean? Like, so ridiculous. Oink, oink. Oink, oink. Yeah. Pot-belly pigs. Yeah, they're pot-belly pigs. Yeah, aren't they? Well, you know what pot is, right? Yeah, well, and pot can be all kinds of stuff, right? A pot can be a hole, actually. Or, it could be something you smoke. Or it could be... don't smoke it, yeah? Because people who smoke to get high, well, you're going to make me mad. So don't do it. This is tobacco. I'm just in a funny mood, that's all. I don't know what else to say about this stupid movie. That's right, yeah. Yeah, I always remember some people saying to me, I think it was people in my biological family, they were like, how can you believe in talking donkeys? Because apparently somewhere in the Bible there's a talking donkey. Let me have a quick look for that. Ooh, hang on. Ooh. Oh, sorry, I got a bit of an itch. Oh. Where's the talking donkey? Oh, Balaam's Balaam's donkey. You know, it's really interesting because where I used to live in London, I used to live next to, I used to live in near Carshalton, and there was a street, the train station that was near us, it was called Hackbridge, and Balaam used to be a train station not far away. Balaam's donkey. Balaam, right, so that's Numbers, it's the book of Numbers. Okay, let me read this. So it's the NIV version. Okay, so Balaam's donkey. Balaam got up in the morning, saddled his donkey. So this is, it's chapter 22, verse 21. Balaam got up in the morning, saddled his donkey, and went with the Moabite officials. But God was very angry when he went, and the angel of the Lord stood in the road to oppose him. Balaam was riding on his donkey, and his 2 servants were with him. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with a drawn sword in his hand, it turned off the road into a field. Balaam beat it to get it back on the road. Then the angel of the Lord stood in a narrow path through the vineyards, with walls on both sides. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it pressed close to the wall, crushing Balaam's foot against it. So he beat the donkey again. Then the angel of the Lord moved on ahead, and stood in a narrow place where there was no room to turn, either to the right or to the left. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it lay down under Balaam, and he was angry and beat it with his staff. Then the Lord opened the donkey's mouth, and it said to Balaam, "What have I done to you to make you beat me these 3 times?" Balaam answered the donkey, "You have made a fool of me. If only I had a sword in my hand, I would kill you right now." The donkey said to Balaam, "Am I not your own donkey, which you have always ridden to this day? Have I been in the habit of doing this to you?" "No," he said. Then the Lord opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with his sword drawn. So he bowed low and fell face down. The angel of the Lord asked him, "Why have you beaten your donkey these 3 times? I have come here to oppose you because your path is a reckless one before me. The donkey saw me and turned away from me these 3 times. If it had not turned away, I would certainly have killed you by now, but I would have spared it." Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, "I have sinned. I did not realize you were standing in the road to oppose me. Now, if you are displeased, I will go back." The angel of the Lord said to Balaam, "Go with the men, but speak only what I tell you." So Balaam went with Balak's officials. When Balak heard that Balaam was coming, he went out to meet him at the Moabite town on the Arnon border, at the edge of his territory. Balak said to Balaam, Did I not send you an urgent summons? Why didn't you come to me? Am I really not able to reward you?" "Well, I have come to you now," Balaam replied, "but I can't say whatever I please. I must speak only what God puts in my mouth." Then Balaam went with Balak to Kiriath Huzoth. So, yeah, there's the talking donkey. So, I wasn't that familiar with that. I wasn't that familiar with that. That's interesting. Well, whether the donkey spoke or, it appeared to speak, however it happened, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But people like to watch films like, that have talking animals in it. They seem to love it. I don't know. Strange that, huh? I guess things never change. Anyways. Yeah. Donkey. Donkey. Donkey, donkey, donkey. I like donkeys. Well, I've never spent much time with a donkey, but you know, they seem, they seem like interesting animals. Anyway, in fact, well, they do donkey rides in Western Supermare, where I live. Well, it's near where I live. Well, yeah, it is technically. Well, I'm very close to it. It's on my address. So, but they do the donkey rides along the seafront apparently, or at least they used to. I haven't been to the seafront. I barely ever leave the house, so I can't remember the last time I went into town. Like, I don't think I've ever really gone out. I don't do it anymore because, well, I'm God, and I try to avoid sinners, evil demons, because they, yeah. I'm tired of explaining that. Anyways, see, the word babe is very like the word baby. I mean, it's basically the same word. In terms of magic, they're the same word. And in fact, how many men and women, a man will say to a woman, baby. Yeah, baby, or babe, babe, baby, babe, baby. And women say it to guys as well. So, yeah, babe, the sheep and pig. Yeah, and I was a kid, Some would say, oh, baby. Yeah, when I was that age, Young children often get called babies, even when they're 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, and even older. Even adults get called it. Do you know what I mean? But, anyways. Babe the sheepdog. Sheep pig, yeah. But this is the thing, right? Because dog is the reverse of God. Right? And so, I'm my front. Yeah, this is me, God. Okay? And what's behind me is, in terms of magic, what's behind me is dog, in a sense, right? Because dog is referring to my back, my butt. Yeah, it's not a coincidence, dogs do what they do, right? Yeah, I designed everything. I'm God. I don't think. Should I post this video? Oh. Isn't that an interesting name? Balaam or Balaam. B-A-L-A-A-M. B-A-L-A-A-M. I mean, Baal means Lord, and Lamb means lamb. Well, you know what I mean? It's like Lord Lamb. Balaam. Ba. Yeah? Anyways, whatever. Babe, pig in the city. Well, that's the thing. I used to live in London, right? And that's the other thing as well, because I was living on the outskirts of London. I called it London. I was there. A lot of people would call it London. It's closest to London. Well, yeah. It was southeast London. And that's the thing. Babylon. Yeah, Babylon done. Yeah, Babylon done. Baby. Babe London. Babylon. Babe the sheep pig. Yeah, well, this is the thing, right? Because you know who Elon Musk is, right? Elon Musk. Yeah? Well, I'm Elon. Yeah? You know Babylon? Yeah? Babylon? Yeah? Babe? Babe Elon? Elon. Well, L means, E-L means God. And the thing is that I sit on top of the universe. The universe is connected with my butt. My throne is in heaven. Yeah? You know, a rainbow encircles the throne. You know, my white throne. Yeah, because my butt is white. Yeah. So I am Elon. Yeah. Babe, Elon, sheep, pig. Bacon, back on. Back on and sausages, yeah. Oh. You know HP brown sauce? You know HP, well, that's the thing, I was born in the year 87, right? H is 8 and P is 7. Because P is 16, it's the 16th letter of the alphabet. But in numerology, it's 7 because it's 1 plus 6. So it's 80. So HP means 87. I was born in 1987. And you know, when someone wants a bacon sandwich or a sausage sandwich, you're going to put some 87 HP brown sauce on there. Yeah. What was that bitch's name? Who's dead now? Oh, that's right, yeah. Queen Elizabeth II. Yeah. Appointed by Her Majesty. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, by the way, my dad, my biological dad, he's called Charles. And King Charles has the same birthday as me. Yeah, 14th of November. Yeah. So, talking pigs and talking donkeys. Yeah. Well, some animals do talk, you know. I mean, you know, you ever heard a cat say hello? Or have you ever seen a dog say hello? Or anything like that, you know? You know, birds speak as well, you know. Some animals know how to communicate, you know. Or, you know, they try to, don't they? It's quite interesting, isn't it? It's quite fascinating. You know, but whether the donkey, you know, I mean, that's the thing, I'm God. I made the donkey talk to Balaam. You know, I made him hear the voice of the donkey. Yeah? However, I managed to do it. I don't know. I did. Well, someone thought I did. That's for sure. Someone wrote it down. Okay. Anyways, I'm really thirsty after eating all that pizza. Ooh, that was a really what did I have? I had half a large stuffed crust meat feast and half a large stuffed crust beef sizzler. Ooh, I think I should have skipped the beef sizzler. I think it was very spicy. Anyways, I still got 2 halves to eat tomorrow. So at least I don't have to worry about cooking. Anyways, at least I won't go hungry. Anyways, I need to get a drink. Hang on. Actually, hang on. I got a bottle of water here. Yeah, I got a bottle of water. So this is the thing, right? Elon Musk. Well, that's the thing. His name, his surname. That's the thing. I'm Elon, but Elon Musk. He's like, well, what is a Musk? What's the definition of Musk? Yeah, what's the definition of Musk? A greasy secretion with a powerful odor produced in a glandular sac in the abdomen of a male musk deer and used in traditional medicines and formerly in the manufacture of perfumes. A similar secretion produced by certain other animals such as an otter or civet, a synthetic chemical resembling natural musk in odor or use. So that's the thing, I kind of, yeah, it's got something to do with odor, smell. So basically, Elon, the really rich guy, the richest guy in the world, well, basically he's a witch, yeah, and he's basically saying that he's my stink. That's basically what he's saying. He's saying he's God's stink. That's basically what he is. He's my bad smell. Because I'm Elon. I'm Elon. I am the Word. You read the Gospel of John. The Word became flesh. Yeah? Elon means God on. Yeah? There is no one above me. And Elon Musk, well, guess what? He's the richest guy in the world. Now, how do you think he managed to get there with a name like Elon, do you think? Yeah. Babble. Babble, 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 babble. The Tower, should I read the Tower of Babel song? The Tower of Babel story? Go on then. Got my, which one's this? The Pit Minion. This is my Pit Minion NIV. I've got so many different Bibles, it's crazy. Yeah, Tower of Babel. So it's in the book of Genesis. Excuse me. So, I guess. Oh. Wait a second. So that's Noah and the floods. Wait, hang on a second. Where is it? Wait, no. Ooh. Do. Wait, hang on a second. Oh, here we go. It's chapter 11. Okay. The Tower of Babel, or Tower of Babe. Well, that's the thing, right? Because there's two words there. It's spelled B-A-B-E, babe, and the word El is there as well, because El means God, right? So the Tower of Babe, God, yeah, Babel. Babel. See, it's multiple stories in one story. So it says here, now the whole world had one language and a common speech. Yeah, now that's the interesting thing, right? Because it said the whole world. It says now the whole, you know what a whole is, right? The whole world. Well, I told you I'm Elon. I sit on, I'm God, right? I sit on my throne. The universe is my butt is the universe. It's the sun. Okay. Now the whole world had one. What does one mean? What's the past tense of win? It's one, isn't it? So now, let me read that again. Now the whole world had one. Shall we just close the book then? So the world's one, is it? Is this you see how language, do you see how humans use language to try to defeat me? Do you see how I haven't even finished the first verse? And yeah. The world is one, is it? Oh. Now the whole world had one language and a common speech. As people moved eastward, they found a plain in Shinar and settled there. What kind of plain was that? Was it I mean, that's the thing. The word plain. The word plain. What does it mean? It has loads of different meanings, isn't it? Have you ever heard of the spiritual plane? Yeah, or an airplane. Yeah. Well, it says here they found a plain in Shinar and settled there. They said to each other, "Come, let's make bricks." And bake them thoroughly. They used brick instead of stone, and tar for mortar. Mortar. They used tar for mortar. Well, that's interesting. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the whole earth." You know, that's the thing, right? The whole earth. Well, that's the thing, right? You know, which hole does soil come up? You know, that's the thing, right? You know, someone says you soiled your pants. Well, that's the thing, right? What is soil? You know, what's earth? You know, what's the world? You know, what's matter? Yeah, the whole world, the whole earth, should I say? But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. So this is the thing. It all has to do with, you know, bondage and anal sex. You know, it says in the book of Revelation about, you know, in the chapter about the two witnesses, it talks about Egypt and Sodom and how I was crucified in Egypt and Sodom, basically. You know, Egypt and Sodom is connected with that, because bondage, anal sex is witchcraft against me. Okay? That's why lots of evil people do it. And so the tower in well, that's the thing. The tower it symbolizes the phallus. Okay, and in the magic tarot deck, the tower card, it represents destruction, because in the tower card, it's a tower being destroyed. It's about the story, the Tower of Babel. It's about destruction. And the thing is that, you know, there are a lot of guys who like to use their phalluses in a very destructive manner. Okay, and that has to do with magic. Okay, it's, you know, this is, you know, this says they wanted to build a tower to heaven. Okay, and so they were doing they were most likely doing sex magic. Okay, that's really probably what they were doing. Amongst other things, these are people who were completely, it's not that they were just doing one thing to try to make themselves God. The fact is that demons, what they do is everything they do, the words they say, the actions they do, the everything they do in their life is all about trying to be God, me. Okay? So, this is a story, it's a magic story, okay? So it says here, but the Lord came down to see the city. You know what it means to sit, yeah? Sit, ti. To see the city and the tower the people were building. The Lord said, if as one people speaking the same language, they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, excuse me, come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other. So the Lord scattered them from there over all the earth, and they stopped building the city. That is why it was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. From there the Lord scattered them over the face of the whole earth. So it's a magic story, okay, is what it is. I've already explained this. The ghost of Moses is behind me. He's trying to pretend that I'm sitting on the chair of Moses, because in the synagogue of Satan, the rabbis sit on a ceremonial chair called the chair of Moses. They sit on that because they want to pretend they have the authority of God. Okay, so they can sit there and talk, they can teach all kinds of false teachings and lies. So I'm getting attacked by demons who want to sexually assault me. In other words, they're trying to tower me from behind. Yeah, you hear what I told you about the tower? I said it's like a phallus. It looks like it symbolizes the phallus of destruction. Yeah, and the ghost of Moses is behind me. Yeah, and he's not trying to help me. Okay. So the Tower of Babel. Well, who's Babel? Who's Babel? Who is Babel? What does that word really mean? Who? That's the thing. It's talking about multiple things at the same time. It's talking about me. It's talking about Babel. Well, this is the thing. What's the word for Babel? Well, no, what does Babel mean? Babel is when people go blah 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 blah. When they just talk tons and tons of garbage. Yeah, they yap and yap and yap and yap and yap. Talk. Babble, 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 babble. Yeah, that's the world. And it talks a lot of shit because they want to be God. The same like, Adam and Eve and the serpent in the Garden of Eden. Yeah? Anyways. Yeah. Yeah. Oink, oink. Well, I certainly have struggled with indulgence throughout my life. I have to say, I've really struggled. I wonder why. I mean, that's the thing, right? Because, you know, I haven't lived the life of a shepherd or a farmer. I'm not technically a sheep. Well, I was the lamb that was slain. You know, ram. Yeah, I mean, well, you know, sheep, pig. Well, that's the thing. You know, I've definitely struggled with the yeah. But that's the thing. People have been calling me a pig ever since I existed. So. Go figure. So what am I going to call this video? I think I'm going to call it, yeah, Babe Elon, the sheep pig. Yeah, I think that's fitting. Babe Elon, the sheep pig. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, actually, because, you know, well, the word pig, it's spelled P-I-G, but the thing is, about P-I is pie. You know, you've heard pie in the sky? Well, pi is used to calculate circles. And that's connected with my butt because it's circular, or at least it was. It was originally. Great. I guess it's more like an oval now, but then there's that word, ovulate, you know, so ovulate. Yeah. Latin Vulgate. Vulgar Colgate. Yeah. Vulgar Colgate. I see Rihanna, she's, you know, I was on social media earlier and I saw a video of hers just show up on the, it showed up on my, you know, I don't subscribe to her, I don't follow her, but it appeared on my screen. And she's put out this video called Anti-versary. Anti-versary. You see when I'm wearing my, I bought this literally like 2 days ago. This upside down crucifix, you know, it represents the Antichrist. Yeah. And you know, I saw her video on X, and you know, a lot of people think X means Christ, don't they? They think God is X. Yeah. So there I am, looking at my you know, X, you know, whatever just comes up on the screen, right? And there's her stupid video saying anti-versary. Yeah. What's a verse? Yeah, see what she's trying to do. She's a witch, and she's trying to steal the words out of my mouth. That's what she's trying to do. Because she knows where she's going. She's going to go burn. She's going to burn, and she's going to be in a lot of pain for what she's done. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's enough for this video. So like I said, you know, that really, the richest guy in the world, so basically he's basically just my bad smell. That's what he is. Yeah, that's basically all he is. He's my bad smell. Musk. Yeah. I'm Elon, and he's my Musk. Yeah. Okay.